Hello! Welcome to Sofrita. Today we're going to be talking about another ghost story that features me, my mom, and
a cameo from my husband.
Yep.
Her dad, we think. Continue.
Wow. Anyways, so we're in Michigan. I'm in this nice, beautiful, scenic room that my mom painted when I was a little kid. And all I see is this figure in the window. I'm trying to fall sound asleep, and I can't because I see this creepy looking dude looking out my window. I don't know if he's real. I just know that his eyes were glowing gold and white, and he was just banging on my window. I don't know why he's trying to come in. I'm only just a little 8-year-old trying to sleep.
Just a little 8-year-old cub.
Trying to have some dreams.
Just little cubby dreams, just sleeping.
But the guy just kept knocking louder and louder on my window. And then what happens is I'm starting to hide. It gets louder. The guy, I don't know if I was dreaming it or not, but seems like he broke the window. And I'm like, he's coming! I try to run out of the room. It's a hot summer day. Most kids,
She was 7 years old, so she was topless, and she was asleep, and where I was, before you finish, so that they can set the scene, it was a dark soldier night. The heat was just palpitating and all sorts of, no, I have no idea. It was just hot. And
Michigan gets really hot in the summertime.
So it was really hot, and my husband and I were watching television, and all of a sudden you could hear a weird noise, but I wasn't sure what it was. We just kind of thought it was like the neighbors, maybe like closing their car door or something. And all of a sudden we hear a scream come from the kids' room. So I'm like sitting like on the couch, and I could see straight down the hallway, and just a little bit towards the left kitty corner is the kids' bedroom. All of a sudden, when we heard the scream and this one saying, "He's coming!" the way that it looked on my end was like somebody picked her up, like if someone had folded her over, picked her up from her underwear and threw her, because she kind of like did like she ran, and all of a sudden she was picked up and thrown sideways, like bent over, like if she was like trying to like touch her toes, and she was thrown sideways. And I was like, what the hell? She hit a mirror, and I'm like in shock. And my husband, he was standing up at the time because he was going to check like what was going on. And when he saw that, he just was like, I guess we were both in shock. And I was like, go get her. Her dad was like, she's not wearing a shirt. I'm like, just go get her.
No.
And he did grab her, and I got up, and we were like, what the heck happened? But so at that point, when you flew out of the room,
I was running out of the room. And then I tripped. So here's the thing. Because my room didn't have carpets anymore because we recently took off the carpets. Or a section of a carpet. So all you see is this little banner with little like...
Oh no, it wasn't that the carpet was removed. We were putting down the... Like there's like this carpet divider thing, like when you go from a room that's carpeted, then there's like that metal.
Well, that thing was open. That thing had needles and rusty nails there. Thankfully, no one got like tetanus or anything.
We had all their shots.
Yeah, we had all our shots, but still, I didn't want that. So what happened was, I'm running out of my room. I'm trying to escape. Try not to get this weird shadow man with gold eyes get me. I trip, and then I hit the mirror or the wall.
It was the wall. The way that you hit was, like I said, like someone. It reminded me of the movie, and I hate the movie, Inception. Like how people would do these like weird, like it was like someone picks them up and throws them sideways. And you could tell like it was almost like an explosion had happened and you got thrown out of your room. Because when you opened up the door, I saw when you opened up the door, and the way that you came out of the room wasn't like you were running. You opened up the door and then
I thought the door was actually open.
no, it was closed first. Then you opened up that door. Like I was like, what the hell? Because I wasn't. We always closed the door. There was no reason because you guys had an air conditioner.
Yeah, we had an air conditioner there, but at the time
we kept it. So this is why the door was closed, so that instead of cooling the entire hallway and stuff like that, the air conditioning would just cool that room.
Hence why we got sick a lot during the summer.
But
But
did not get sick during the summer.
You say that now, but I think we did.
No,
so
you used to get sick a lot in the winter. You guys were like licking banisters or something, or
look, man,
introducing yourselves to your friend. Hi, how are you doing today?
No, that's not.
You guys were
a lot of Michiganders know that we would go outside, find a hopefully clean patch of snow, and we get some Capri Suns and pour some juice in that sucker, and then eat that. A lot of us did that, and I know some of you did it. I can't be the only one that did it.
That's some straight up ghetto dish.
You know what? But yeah, I know some of you guys did that, and if you guys did, you guys are real.
Yeah, real sick.
No, you guys are my homies.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
But
so that's, I don't know if that's necessarily a spooky story now.
I mean, it was kind of, the thing was, the only thing that made it scary was that I was still asleep. You or Dad, or both of you came in. Dad went back upstairs or something like that. And then you tried
I definitely
saying my name, and I started.
I never said your name.
No, the thing was, you tried. You either said Cubby, because that's my nickname. But instead, you either called me Elizabeth or Isabella.
Yeah.
And that calmed me down, and now I want to name my kid Isabella because it's a cute name, and I was like, oh, hey, I survived with the name Isabella, so it must be fate.
Okay, we've had a drink.
Yep.
And so she's a lightweight. So the whole thing is, yeah, she's right about the name, but the reason why, like, I don't know if this is what other culture has this, but when a person is having a nightmare or, bad dream or sleepwalking, definitely sleepwalking, you never are supposed to call the person by their name because they can wake up and die of fright. That's what we've been taught. So I've never, whenever Frederick used to be horrible at doing that. He used to wake up and he'd go right to the front door and he'd just start trying to like unlock doors, and it's like, where are you going? Luckily we had bars on the doors, like straight up like prison bars. So he didn't have the key, so he couldn't go anywhere. But it was like, where the heck are you going? And we call him Stanley, or because when he was born, his grandfather and my mom, his grandmother, called him Stanley. They said he looked like a Stanley. So, but the thing is this: the one thing that gets me is when she said that was the guy a Caucasian male.
Oh, I think so.
And about how old would you say he was?
If I was 8 or 7, he looked like possibly early 50s.
Okay. So the thing is this, I said 40s, but then, because the reason why I ask is because I had seen a gentleman, and it was funny because he was dressed in a pair of like blue jeans, like dungaree blue jeans, like the old-timey.
Thing was, I saw overalls.
Okay.
Like blue jean overalls.
That's fine. But that goes to what Fred said. So let me finish. The whole thing is, I saw a gentleman who basically looked like white t-shirt, rolled up sleeves. It was like a Fruit of the Loom t-shirt with rolled up sleeves. Um, the it was the shirt was tucked into his jeans, and he had kind of bulbous looking shoes. Like, I know it sounds weird, but they were very like round, like maybe they were steel toe or something. But and his jeans were cuffed, like fat cuffs like this. So he looked like he was like
Plumber.
from Happy Days or something. And he had his hair was like kind of like slick to the side, kind of like Happy Days, like with that kind of like curly Q thing. I forgot what they call it, the duck bill or something. Whole point is, and he looked like he was in his 40s. This guy that I saw. The only thing is that this guy that I saw, there was no way that he could have been where he was. I saw his reflection. I thought he was walking in between the house, our house, and the next door neighbor's house. And the window was completely open. The blinds were all the way up and the curtains were parted. And I saw him just like walk right across. But he looked like, well, he was kind of sort of like see-through. But I thought it was like if you were to see someone who's behind you walking, like their reflection going through the window. So that's what I saw. And when I saw him, I was like, that guy, who is that? So I looked and I couldn't see. And of course I knew he wasn't behind me because he looked like he was outside. So the whole thing is, I went, checked, nobody was there. And my son said that he has a really vivid recollection of him being in the backyard and there being 3 white gentlemen sitting in our gazebo eating like chili cheese fries or something. And he's like, and he swears that these guys were in our backyard and that I was aware of it. And I'm like, there's no way. Like, there was never anyone, or let alone 3 guys that would be in our backyard, especially during that time when we had the gazebo. Like, you guys were little. And so we kept seeing maybe it was like the original owners who had that house, but it's just
well, you know,
weird.
because they like to terrorize children and knock on windows and stuff, you know.
And say goodnight and stuff like that, and creep people out and say, you know, go hello. That's like the lady when you guys were all outside, and I don't know what was going on, but I think we might have been barbecuing. You guys were at the pool or something. I went to go to the bathroom, and next thing you know, like, since I was by myself, I left the bathroom door open. And I heard someone, like, clear as day, go, you know, hello? And I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm almost 1,000% sure I just got up and didn't do any proper hygiene cleanup or anything. I just left. I was like, walked outside, and I was like, you got to come with me. I got to go back to the bathroom because I was like, I just heard something. And it was whoever it was, definitely, I don't know what that was happening. You might have just had a bad nightmare, but it just so happened to coincide.
I know for a fact that I opened my eyes. And
but that's what a nightmare is, too. Your eyes are open.
My eyes were open, and I saw that guy. Like, thinking about it now, it's like, like those really, like those almost old guys, like roughly 40 or 50-year-olds that have mostly black hair, but then start having like the grays at the sideburns. That was what the guy, like the hairstyle I saw looked like, but just looked angry looking. He was like an angry.
Did he kind of look like?
Can I say
like this?
No.
Okay, because you just pretty much were like describing all about me.
No, it's
kind of like old looking and got like wispy silver side.
No, it's like it starts at the sideburns, but then it's like all the way around. You have to have short hair to pull this off, all right?
Okay.
So it looked like that, like very angry, either farmer or plumber or something, someone who's wearing overalls or something, because I saw that when I was little, and it was just the fact that.
But that would also go. I'm sorry, but that would also coincide with the guy with the overalls too, because back in those days, there was a lot of people that, like, if you were a farmer, definitely you were wearing overalls. So that's what I'm saying. I think it was a mixture of nightmare and ghostly transmission.
I don't know if he was trying to say like, hey man, your TV's still on or something, because I had a TV in my room at the time, or he had a vendetta and he was like, listen, this chick, she's on the list, we gotta get her. Start knocking down on her window. Obviously I freaked out and flew out my bedroom door like Superman up in here,
Yeah, it was
but not
terrifying.
really.
No, it was worse. It was like Superman threw your ass out of your room because it was scary. It did not look natural the way that you flew. Understand? I get if you could have tripped, it would have made more sense to me, of course. But the way that it was, that's just horrible. I don't have anything. I'm not going to drink your drink.
But you put it on the wooden part of the table.
I know.
You'd never
But
do
it was like someone picked her up sideways like this and just flung her sideways. It was like, it was just terrifying. And I just remember getting into the room. And of course, this will be an ongoing theme whenever stuff would be, especially like that. I'd pull out the holy water and I would, I don't think I used sage.
No.
I think I was,
All
I wasn't
you did
into
was just
yet.
you still used.
I was still Christian. So it was holy water.
Christian, Catholic, whatever.
Catholic, that's what thing.
They all.
The whole point is, I wasn't into smudge sticks and,
just got your big old mason jar of holy water. Like,
yeah, and I never used the big one. I always kept it in a tiny little, appropriately sized vessel.
It was like one of those little ones that have like a little honeycomb spiral thing. Like, like how the priests use it. It's like,
no, I did have something similar, but it was, whole point is, if I didn't have that, I just pour it in my hand, just fling it everywhere.
This was probably...
That's what you probably...
This was probably a bust, because we are drinking amaretto sours here.
But that's...
And then...
You busted.
Myth busted.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace, that guy.
I wish you could have remembered his name.
Oh man, I thought
we'll put it over here because that was sad.
Dude, that was not right. I feel bad for his family, and rest in peace. And I'm sorry, Mythbusters, for losing that guy.
Yeah,
we appreciated him. He was funny.
Yeah, I think he started doing something else. Yeah, and he did also. He made that robot too, didn't he? Like the Yoda. I think he made Yoda. You got to check it out. Oh, yeah,
definitely got to check it out. But still, it's the fact that I think it was called like the White Bunny Project. That was what he did, and it's the fact that I feel bad for his family.
Of course.
Hey, Bellatrix.
Yeah, put your pucker right in front of the camera. This is good.
So this is our cat Bellatrix. I'm sorry that we're sidetracking so much, but the whole point is
just trying to snag my sweater.
It's the fact that he passed away like a couple of days ago, and he was definitely a big part of me and my brother's childhood when we were younger. We learned so many science lessons and myths that,
Yeah, the kids, that's one of those shows that, the whole family could watch and stuff, and it was like...
It was entertaining, it was educational.
Oh, definitely. I would never let Arrows watch that right now. Like...
Really?
Oh, not right now. No. They have a kids section. They have a kids child.
They have a kids section, but
not right now, because Eros is at that age where we showed him. How to burn stuff.
He's kind of sadistic right now.
No.
I mean, he does laugh at pain a lot.
Well, because it's you and Frederick's pain.
Oh. No, that's not true.
I think any little kid laughs at stuff like that.
No.
Yikes!
Eros would legit laugh at any person's pain, regardless of what's on. Like, if it's happening now, or if it's happening on TV, he will laugh. Except for that one time where he was in... Okay, because recently the Scooby-Doo movie that recently...
Okay.
He was upset along with me because I was crying because Scooby and Shaggy were separated for literally 30 seconds, and that still broke me because they're best pals.
like, but even when you saw the movie, like for the third and fourth time,
it still affected me
I
because
took a picture of that.
their bond is so beautiful.
So okay, but
Yeah.
yes, but I don't think that's not why I wouldn't let him watch MythBusters right now. It's just that there's certain
It's because
ages.
of the mannequins.
No, there's certain things that I think that he's not ready to understand that it's dangerous, and
to be doing experiments like that.
You know, or to play with fire or explosives and things like. Not that we have explosives in the house, but you never know with kids. You just got to be careful. Mm-hmm. So the whole point is, you know, that guy, he was definitely a cool guy, and he brought a lot of joy to people in our family. And so, wrapping it up, we hope you enjoyed today's episode of Sorpresa.
So if you enjoyed the video, please press like and leave a comment down below. If you want to be notified by more videos that we will be posting in the future, click the bell and we will talk to you later.
Share the video too.
Yes. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr.
See? You drank all yours. You're a lush.
Ah. Bye.